East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the UTEP Miners taking on a team looking for its first win, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. UConn will deliver. kickoff, and we'll get this game going. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So UTEP's offense comes onto the field first today. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Miners with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Miners have taken it inside the 20. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Nelson. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, UTEP! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Connecticut's offense will go to work for the 1st time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UTEP. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. New set of downs after the completion. They try to pop a run on the draw. Nice move there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Finds a little space. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. UConn quick to the line. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Husky. Great job by the back on the option. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miners.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really... Great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The give to the fullback. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Miners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Nelson. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Makes the catch. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's going to run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
And the Miners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They've got the screen set up. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Now it's second and goal. To throw, it's Nelson. Touchdown, UTEP! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Handoff to the single back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Horn. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Huskies want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. It's caught. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working.
There he goes. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Give him 6. Touchdown, UConn.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Rushes on him. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The UConn offense goes back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. UConn quick to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They boot it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. To the air, it's Nelson. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to pound their way in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. UConn quick to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Porter. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got it on the outside. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. It gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Miners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, UTEP! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Fine. Get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. Makes a grab for a big play. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, UConn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Get it out on the screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Miners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Kent State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. And tackled there by the defense.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw again. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UTEP. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there. Reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
56, UConn, 28.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Caught behind the line. It's Porter. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Porter. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Pulls it in. It's Porter. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This UConn offense really has it going. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He'll do it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now on 2nd down. Off play action. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Finds his man down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Huskies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Handoff to the lone back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. UConn will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Gets it out quickly. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally. Again,
turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Floats it out in space. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This UConn offense really has it going. Wants to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats.
Bringing it back. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last one. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, It's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Nelson. On the move, he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Starts to scramble to the left. Right on target this time. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.